almost it will be same as aerial SOP given in the SOP manual. Spray equipment should always be clean and ready to use. Properly dispose the empty container. Aerial spray. Drain unused insecticides. See, when you are storing the drone, take out all the material and make it dry. Afterwards you have to store, right, clean, because second use, you all say that one in the manual applications also, right? You say clean the sprayer before use, because you might have sprayed herbicide, now you may be saying chemicals. So all these cleaning things which are given, I don't want to read out all those things, just you can refer it. So all these cleaning SOPs given and insect storage SOPs given for that particular equipments, because earlier also insecticide storing we say keep out of the kits, right? Here not only keep out of the kits, because they are very high volume sprayers, ultra low volume sprayers, consumption is very dangerous, even putting on the skin is also highly dangerous. So those things we need to give. And disposal of empty insecticide container coming with this ultra low volume sprayers, they have given. So same thing can be followed, and in your knowledge or in your wisdom you can update it. So that's a requirement. So these are some of the things which we wanted to discuss today, right? With your basic knowledge of sprayers and equipments used for the spraying, try to develop SOPs. We will not say I am going to develop the SOP in the first instance 100% foolproof. No, it will not happen. Develop one SOP keeping earlier knowledge and the present usable knowledge, then go on modifying it wherever you feel it is not justifying the requirement. So that is the better method. Thank you. If you have any questions, please. Naturally, concentration will be high, no? Yeah, for a crop specific, you need to standardize what should be the concentration. Again, insect based, crop based, right? Whatever you do in the field experiments for a new molecule, same thing we have to do it for drone also.
The quantity of the total chemical will be same, but concentration of the ultra low volume spray solution itself will be high.
No, that cannot be made a blanket statement, right? You say quantity of the chemical should be same. No, it may not be, because when you are going for ultra high volume, if the particle size is smaller and its sticking ability is more for the insect, then I can reduce also, right? So, and also when you are giving a targeted spray, the spray which is wasted in between the plant rows and other things can be saved. So that you need to work out, because if you are going for an arecanut and spraying, right, and if you are going for a mango and spraying, there will be a lot of uncovered area compared to areca and mango. Or if you are going for a field crop, as you may be said rightly, it may not vary much, right? But in the other crops, definitely it will vary. And again, if we are able to develop, swath width control and drift controls perfectly, then we can go for even 2 different chemicals on the same plot. That's also possible. But at present, today, I say no. But it is possible to do all those things also.
So what might be the relation between the ultra low volume and the drift?
Yeah, once you reduce the particle size of the droplet, drift is more, right? If you increase the particle size, drift will be less. Very simple. It's a science which is pertaining to the droplets of the thing. Ultra low volume drift is very high. That is why I say when they sprayed endosulfan, right, the pollution of water body was high because of the drift. They did not spray on the water body. They sprayed on the crop, but drift is on the water body. So to reduce the drift, what we have to do? you have to come down to the canopy level. Earlier it was not possible because aerial equipments, aerial sprays, at that time they used aircrafts and other things, they are not able to come down to that low level, right? Flying height is certain level fixed. But in case of drone, you can come down to the crop canopy level, right? If you have a good driver, right, you can come down to a millimeter or a centimeter level. So that is a piloting capacity, right? So then drifts will be less, right? So now at present, what the constraint we are having with the drone spraying is, drone cannot spray from the bottom to top, right? It can spray from top to bottom, right? So that is the only limitation which we are finding it out. Today I got something, we will discuss with the technocrats, is it possible to develop that vertical, spray? That we will also look into it. So vertically, if it is able to spray, then the drones will have a more good options, because whenever you go for the canopy bottom spraying for the mango or a aracanut, it will be easier, right? So downy mildew, yeah, you can easily spray from the bottom. Not for the field crop, right? For the orchard crop, this is one of the requirement. So that we need to work out. Again, that depends on my nozzles, right? What type of nozzles we use, how many nozzles I use, single nozzle, multiple nozzle.
Whatever maximum possible you use, what's the maximum possibility of coverage of?
There is no limitation at all. There is no limitation at all. Say for example, if my drone is able to lift, right, 50 kg, I will put a lancer below the drone, right? I can increase this swath width.
Crop is like this, that's why.
Huh?
Crop is spread out like this, branching will be like this.
Yeah, whatever may be. Say presently also lancers are used, no? Tractor mounted lancers in US they use for almost 100-meter swath, right? Like that we can do it, but these are all technical, limitation. If they are there, then we need to consider.
We are using a contact type, some as disadvantage.
Yeah, actually, when we are going with a, huh? For this drone it is 4 meter. It will differ. For drone to drone it will differ. Those are all design parameters. You can design it. So that's what my answer is. And if you want a specific thing, in my presentation also I showed one drone having multiple this one swath width. Yeah. So this is a drone actually. This is not a aircraft. Bottom fourth one, right? Fourth one is a drone. So you can increase the swath width. That's what I say. It is a width, crop canopy type, where I should put it. All those things we need to consider while designing spray pattern.
The coverage
Huh.
I'm not asking for the coverage at a time.
Okay.
It depends on the wind.
Okay.
I'm asking the crop canopy coverage. If one plant is there,
Okay. I understood. So here, based on the driver's efficiency, you can cover up to 90%, right? And say for example, we say 90%, but when you go to the field, it may not be 90%, it may be 70%. Why? Why? Because mango I advocate pruning, right? Mango I advocate pruning. In the field, if they are not done the pruning, then the coverage will be less. And that's what I said. Bottom coverage is almost very less. At present, what the drone sprayers claim is, since the particle size is very less, it is floating. When you are putting the chemicals, it will also go to the bottom. That's what they say. But still, I am having my own reservation for this. So that coverage is comparatively less. But otherwise, you can go almost 90 for the canopy. Spray at all. So that's a basic principle.
The thing is that when you are doing is rainfall, immediately it should be stopped.
Yeah.
Not
That is
during rainy season.
that is a SOP again.
So the thing is that the engineers may need to develop a cover over this because the sensors of the radars will get them. That's right.
Yeah,
If we have
this is a good
cover over
suggestion.
this,
You can put an umbrella over
yes,
that.
like
Yeah,
if
it's
we have a
possible.
cover, then it can be operated during rain time also.
Okay, that's the one thing.
I'm not telling in during rain
Yeah,
season,
I understood.
rainfall.
So one is the cover, or another one is you can make a waterproof material.
Yes. But that
Every
will-
joints.
that will make the cost.
Yeah, cost. See, cost is a relative term in my opinion. So if I develop only one, the cost will be more. If I develop 100, cost will be less. Like that, cost is a relative term. But first we have to make a research, right? Good, very good. So this component, this suggestion also we can give it to the
And
engineering team.
Does
So
it
that,
cost 10 lakh rupees?
yeah. But one thing we can make once you do designing, if you embed everything in the chips, right? Water, say repellent chips, we can make it. Waterproof, we can make it. So that is possible. But nowadays people have not done that one because it is not that much commercial, right? See your mobile now,
Yes, that's what I-
right? Earlier mobiles, if you drop in the water, it is gone. Today's mobile, 3 to 5 kg pressure, water pressure, they withstand. So similarly, we can do here also. Technology is available, right? Cross application of the technology is required. That will come into the force only when the demand arises, right? I think it's a good suggestion. We can give it to the developers. That's what I say. It is not, you can't give a vertical sprayer on the top because aerodynamics is going to change. Otherwise people would have done by this time, right? So it is a very, very tough job. It is not that much easy. When you are pushing the things up, the balance of the entire craft is going to be,
Against the gravitational force.
yes. So that is the basic principles of aviation. So that is the challenging one. I don't think it will be solved so easy, right? Okay. Yeah. Each one is having its own advantage and disadvantage. If I suggest systemic, some people may oppose, some people may, or if it is simpler than systematic, then why can't we use it? Because of the technological limitation, is it required to go for that type of a chemical? So those things we need to debate and answer at our level. So then only it will go to the field. Yeah, sorry, I didn't talk more on drone because I have another presentation also, but I will share some time when I get a time. I will discuss with you people next sessions somewhere else because yeah, 78920. I will leave that presentation also here. Both you can just take it in that number 78920333185. 78920333185. And we are developing these type of small technology with engineering students. You saw that last photograph also. That is one, we call it as a spot applicator, designed, developed, patented from our university by giving this idea to engineering college. That's all, right?
What is the advantage of
Pineapple, right? We apply ethyl to the pineapple, right? We have to apply measured quantity of ethyl to the pineapple crown in the center to get the uniform flowering and fruiting, right? They have to carry the bucket and they have to measure and put it, right? Even when they are putting it, the leaves are interlinked, and if I put here, it may go to the another one, and the thorns will also punch your hand. These were the problem raised by the farmers. So for that, carrying and physical rigidity to reduce, So for the backspack, we designed a chip, right? Once if you press, it will exactly deliver 50 ml or 30 ml, whatever, right? So that type of a small automation we did it. So that is very useful for pineapple grower, right? So that is for pineapple growers. You can think over other applications also, right? Nowadays, cotton also require at an early age, damping disease is going to come for that. At the stem point, they are advocating to put the chemical, but it is very, very tough job because so much plant population we need to cover. So there again we can use, or you can think of using the same for applying the water for your nursery, right? In the nursery you are going to keep it in the small packets, right? You can calculate the volume, decide this one, go on pressing it instead of spreading the water on the poly covers. So if you spread the water on poly covers, the efficiency of reaching is 50%. Rest of the 50% go down. It will not reach the poly cover packets. So to reduce that much efficiency or increase that much efficiency, you can definitely go for applying through this water also. So like that you can think of applications many, right? 30, 60 mLs, right? Any ml you can modify, you can use anywhere you want, right? So thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah, if you have
Thank
any
sir.
questions.
So, our registrar, Dr. Shashidhar sir, who is my teacher also when we are in undergraduate. So, one speaking with respect to the talk with any specialization, all day can able to speak. That much of energy is having. What we have seen during in the 90s, the same spirit and the same energy is having. So that's a good thing, sir. You explained in detail about working principles of particularly the spray. So how those principles can be used to develop these SOPs, especially with the technology. Sir, on behalf of trainees, so wholeheartedly thank you for delivering the wonderful talk. I request Dr. Srinivasa to hand over the token of law from the organizers. Thank you, sir. And we'll break for the lunch. So we'll be reassembled by 2:30 sharp. Okay. So then we'll continue the lecture lectures that is drone rules 2021 and details of how pesticides before you use projects. Thank you.
I request all the participants to come inside. Good afternoon to all. I think all are having had a nice food. Now our afternoon session, that is drone rules as per Ministry of Civil Aviation. It will be presented by Dr. Naveen N.E. Dr. Naveen N.E. completed his undergraduation from US Dharwad and post-graduation from TNAU, Tamil Nadu, and he has completed his PhD from GKVK, Bangalore. And he is presently working as scientist agronomy at ICR Krishi Vijnana Kendra Brahmawara, Dubai district, and he has received Best Extension Scientist Award during 2019 for his extension work. And he has completed worth of rupees 1.6 crore project, particularly with respect to the wheat science and precision farming. And he also completed extension project worth of 60 lakhs with respect to transfer of technologies. Presently, he is handling 2 research projects related to the drone, and he is officially certified drone pilot. And I would like to welcome Dr. Naveen N.E. on the dais.
Thank you, Sachin, for the brief introduction. So, good afternoon once again. So, I think the lunch was a bit heavy. Don't worry. I will try to reduce my presentations to make you to be active in the class.
It's the responsibility of the resource person.
Absolutely. So, duty. So, I know that today is a journey day, so we'll wind up by 4:30. That's not an issue. Okay. So, we'll not extend behind 4:30. From tomorrow onwards, it's a regular task. Fine? Okay. So with this brief introduction, so now I'm going to deal about the basic, the drone rules. How many of you feel that the drone rules is required? Can anyone? Why? One by one. 1 or 2 sentences, let us not lengthy. Why drone rules is required?
Drone flying is somewhat risky and dangerous.
Yes. Then anybody else apart from? Precision is more needed. Then it may be used for better purposes. Then
technologies come up with the responsibilities.
Technologies come up with the responsibilities. Then we're not reaching to the exact point.
It may be used for illegal activities.
Pardon, sir? Huh? Airspace is a one. Good.
It may be used for illegal activity or carrying on.
No. Then anybody? Why rules is required? No. Because drone is a vehicle. Okay? Drone is a vehicle, first of all. You are having bicycle, you are having 2-wheeler, you are having 4-wheeler. So all those comes under the Vehicle Act. Okay? You add a license. So when you will be fabricating and developing the any vehicles, you should have some respect to the safety issues. Okay? Whatever the requirement with respect to the machineries, they will be developing Motor Vehicle Act rules. The same way, the drone rules is required. One is, which is a unmanned aircraft system, okay, which is not controlled by the man. Okay, that's why it requires rules. The second one, it comes under the vehicle because it is registered. You will get the number also. I will show you. See the vehicle for all the drones, there will be registered number. Just like, for example, if my vehicle is K14P8494 means, for drone will be registered under UAN number, unmanned identification number. So that if it is flying in the air, so because it works on the principle of satellite signaling, so it will be knowing that which vehicle is flying. If something goes wrong means, they will catch out the person who has registered this drone. Okay, so that's why these type of rules is required. Okay, so coming to the point, okay, coming to the drone roles. So this is very, very important because the drone rules with respect to the military and as well as with respect to the navigations and all other aspects, it was developed earlier. So I am speaking only with respect to the agriculture drone rules, which has been given by the government of India. For the drone rules, whenever you come, making the rules is not important. It has to be passed in the gazette. It should be gazette notifications. I think like our CS gazette notification recently we have received. Okay, there are some modifications is there. Compared to 2006, compared to 2016, there was a lot of changes with respect to our CS modifications is there. So modification, anybody can change respect to the university, no. Respect to state and UGC guidelines you have to follow. How much of modification is required, that is endorsed by the government of Karnataka, government of Maharashtra, Kerala, then they will issue the gazette notification. In the same way, state is not responsible for issuing the drone rules. Only the government of India is responsible for the issuing of the drone rules. Okay, so keep it in mind, because whatever the rules is given, no, the rule has been given by the state. If state is giving names, it is not endorsed. Rule has to be given by only Ministry of Civil Aviation and Government of India. Okay, fine. Because in our CS we have two rules. One is UGC guidelines, another one is state guidelines. Got it? Just comparison I am telling. Fine, good. Then, so before that, I would like to tell drone. Okay, what do you mean by drone? Drone is an unmanned aircraft system or unmanned aerial vehicle or unmanned pilot aircraft like this, because it is not under the manually operated by the person. So it will be controlled through the GCS, that is ground clear station, with the help of the remote control. What, just like in the in-house, for let us take the example of the AC. So we'll be giving some signal, okay, which is operated through remote. The same way, ground station control will be there, okay. So then we will be giving the signal what the drone should do, whether it should take aerial photography or whether it should take videography or it should spray, what action it should take. So that's why it is an unmanned aerial vehicle, but it is having its ground station. We call it as a GC, ground station. Okay. So that will work in the principle of remote control. RC. So that will be shown in the next slide. Okay, what is ground clearance stations, how the drone works, what is mobilized, all those things will be shown in the next coming classes. So the drones are robotics, okay, so which includes unmanned aerial vehicle. It is capable of flying thousands of kilometers, right? And I showed it is an unmanned vehicle. Thousands of kilometers means how? Because right now what I am having drone, which is IoTech based, which can travel maximum of 4 kilometers. Okay, maximum of 4 kilometers. The vertical height maximum of 60 meters. Then how thousands of kilometers? In drones, we have different types of drones. We have fixed wing drones. Okay, another one is multi-rotor drones. When it comes to the fixed wing drones, it can fly thousands of kilometers. So recently, we are going to submit one more project with particularly in Areka, so to the DBT, which are worth of 2 to 2.5 crores, where we are using the fixed wing drones. Okay, detection and diagnosis and forecasting of the diseases. That's what we are planning. Most of the process. So where we are using the fixed wing drones. Okay, it will cover the aerial photography. When it passes on, each will capture each pixel at the same speed. Here, it is hardly 3 meters per second. Maximum it can fly. As per the DGCA rules, it is only 8 meters per second it can fly, not behind that. Okay, but in fixed wings, it can fly 30 meters per second. That much of speed is there, accuracy is there. So that's why it can fly thousands of kilometers with respect to the fixed wing drones, not with the multi-rotor wing drones. It's a prominent alternative drone commonly used in different countries. So remotely piloted aircraft in particularly regions of Western countries, unmanned aerial vehicle in Indian situations, and unmanned aircraft systems in many of the US. drone rules as of now till up to 2025, okay, from 2022. As in the morning when I was briefing the introductory remark, early 2010s, in the 2010, the drone was introduced. In 2020 only, in India, the agriculture drone came into its active role. So for that purposes, Ministry of Civil Aviation took to issue the gazette notification related to this. Okay, so the first drone rule related to Ministry of Civil Aviation was released in 2021. Okay, so the gazette notification number is you can see number 4, which was released in August 25, 2021. It was the first gazette notification. So it was published in DGCA. DGCA means Director General of Civil Aviation, who is the main authority behind this drone applications. Okay, so that is the Ministry of Civil Aviation, under which for agriculture or any other purposes drone is used, it is under the control of DGCA. So they have their own directorate. Okay, then after the first 2021, it has been amended in 2022 with some modifications, because amendment will be go on changing, because once the rule has been passed, that cannot be a constant. So similarly, there is a little bit modification has been done with respect to the rules. And with again in 2023, the amendment was passed in October 2003, and it was published in 2024. Until and unless it is published in DGCA website, okay, it is not considered as a rule. The DGC is the final authority where you have to see the drone rules. It was recently published, okay, rules. What actually in this drone rules covers means basically what is drone, how to operate the drone, okay, how it is respected with the pilot, okay, what are the requirements, maybe for RPTO requirements, DGCA requirements, pilot license requirements, air traffic requirements, okay. This will explain in the rules, okay. Behind that, if you are taking any rule behind this drone rules, it is not acceptable in Indian condition, okay, that's fine. Now the first gadget, take this one. So this was the first gadget noticed in 2021, 25th August. In that gadget, what it has covered, okay, first it has covered preliminary about some definition. What is aeroplane, what is drone, what is pilot, okay, what is RPTO, what is DGCA, what is ground clearance, okay. There is a technical term has been developed and given in the gadget. The classification, what are the different types of unmanned aircrafts, okay, and what are all the, how the certification we have to do. For example, I am purchasing, what is the rule for certification? When you are going for the licensing of a driving vehicle, the same way they will say that you have to fill the form number 2, form 3, form A, 16D, 16A, like that. There are so many rules and certification is there for different age groups or different types of vehicles, light vehicle, heavy vehicle, like that. So what are all the certification process is there? Then what is the registration process for the unmanned aircraft systems? Then for the operations, where to operate, when to operate, how to operate these drones. Then remote pilot license. What is this remote pilot license? How it will works? What is the principles behind of getting the remote pilot license? Then remote pilot training organizations. What is remote pilot training organization? What is the principles of remote pilot training organizations? What exactly they do, remote pilot training organization. Then with respect to research development testing, what are all the SOPs you need to consider when you are going for the research? Okay, what best you can able to develop, because they are given some standards in general. Then we'll be coming to the different modifications and recommendation. Let me quote an example. Pest noticed in paddy, pest noticed in wheat, pest noticed in areca. Even though it is same, okay, based on the time and occurrence and its population, will be going on changing the molecules. Is it right? So recommendation will go on going on to changing it. The likewise, yes, there is no standard for rice. You have to go only this one only molecule. That's why for research consideration, for flying of the drones, for the research activities, what can be done. Then unmanned aircraft traffic management, which is 100% not in our control. It is completely controlled by the Ministry of Civil Aviation only. Okay. Why I will tell you, because the traffic basically when you start the drone, tomorrow I will tell, before free flight checks I will show you. Before, because it is not like put the key and start it. It should get GPS signal. GPS signal should coordinate. Okay, there should be some horizontal slab is there. We have to get calibrate it. We have to compose calibrate, and everything is there because it has to be connect to the satellite and it should give the signal. That signal is passed to your GCS. Okay, so these are all some circle is there. So that is how traffic management is not in our control. Until and unless you won't get the signal of the GPS, minimum it won't fly. It is like a dead there. Okay, then unmanned aircraft system traffic management, then insurance. Just like what we have health insurance, vehicle insurance, it is also having. My drone, for every year I am paying 40,000 for the drone. Third party insurance, not for the first party. This is for the third party insurance. For example, why this insurance is required? As a pilot, when I'm flying, okay, some accident goes, okay, to the crop, okay, to the person, third person, and also for the operator. So it will be covered, third party insurance. If my drone is damaged, I can ICICI Lombard, so okay, licensing agency. So they are protected for this 20 lakhs. If something goes wrong, I will get 20 lakhs. That's not an issue. I can buy 2 drones. That's not an issue. But some damages with respect to the human being, that part is also covered here. So that's why, what insurance? In insurance, what should be covered? So these are all the topics has been cleared in drone. Okay. With respect to the preliminaries, so here they are given some definitions, basic definitions. For example, first act. What this act? So we should call always Aircraft Act 1934 from that subclasses. Okay, from that subclasses, Drone Act 2021 has been came into existence. Okay, this was the first for the aviation persons. From their subchapter, they have developed, considering those principles, they were developed for the agriculture drone rules. Then first, what is accident? Any accident involving an unmanned aircraft system that results in fatality, serious injury, significant damage, loss, or inaccessibility. All these should be covered in accident. Okay, so if, for example, if something goes wrong, okay, when you are going for the claiming, okay, for example, physical damage accident is there. You are taking your vehicle, suddenly it has been dropped. No, they will not give you. That's why the rule tells that for each and every word, it is having its own weightage, particularly with respect to the drone. If the mistake is from your side, okay, when you are flying, if the mistake is your side, for example, you are putting your right, instead of that you are putting your left, gone case. They won't claim, they won't give you the claim, because mistake is from your side. You only knowing, but when the person is coming, sir, you did the mistake. No, everything is recorded in that chip. It is because it is a sensor based. What signal you have given, that is recorded in that one, and it will be seen through your GPS locations, whether you have given the correct command or not, by purposefully you did it. So that will all covered in your this one. So that's why in accident, that is one. Then aeroplane means a power driven, heavier than air aircraft obtaining the lift from the aerodynamic reaction, because these are all the principles, particularly when you are using, when the crop height is too high, where it is very difficult to go with the multi-rotor sprayers. So now we are planning. So now now I am moving from fixed wing drones to, from multi-rotor wings to, I am going to my research into the fixed wing drones. So their fixed wing drones is also where it will be taking very high. So in that cases, the agriculture drone aeroplanes plays important role. What should be the weight, what should be the speed, what should be the above the crop canopy. Those are all explained in this drone rules. Okay. Then authorized remote pilot training organization. Okay. So in the question again, what do you mean by RPTO? That is remote pilot training organization. There are different types of categories in the remote pilot. Small category, medium category, high. Small category means below 25 kg, medium category 50 kg. So high category means aeroplane licensing. Okay. So all agricultural drone comes under the small category only as of now for the drone rules. That means because the total drone with the payload means the water volume or the seed, whatever it may be. So it is only 25 kg. Okay, so that is comes under the small category. So where in the remote pilot training organizations, they have to register. We are giving training for the agricultural drone under small category. If that was the case, they have their again separate class. If you are starting, simulation concept will be a little bit different, and you should also have minimum 2 drones to giving the flying practices. Okay, if I have started one class, I'm giving the class for mathematics, I cannot give both algebra, whatever, and etc. and etc. Likewise, RPTO exclusive for agriculture means you should have minimum of 2 drones during flying hours. So they have their set of rules has been developed. Then next one is digital sky platform. What is the digital sky platform means? It is a platform just like website, okay, where all the related to the drones you can see there, okay, in the website digital sky. If you put it, so I will show in one of these slides what is the digital sky, how it works, the principle in detail. Then again, drone is unmanned. Drone acknowledgement number, what UI number once they will be transferring the manufacturer. For example, there are so many manufacturers are there, Maruti, Garuda, Iotech, XYZ. There are now private players are too many. When they're transferring, they have to give the acknowledgement and everything to whom you are transferring, why you are transferring, okay, what purpose you are transferring. Those rules and guidelines and forms are there, okay. Then the geofencing. What is this geofencing means? For example, when you are coordinating the different geospot, okay, when your mobile will be sending based on your location, you will be coming. Same way, there are some classes are there. What are those geofencing? These are all the geofencing. Green zones, yellow zones, red zones. Okay, green zones are declared. Okay, all these zones, all these geofencing location is only controlled by your digital sky platform. You can see when you are going for the flying, you have to open the digital sky platform. You have to put the weather, the place where I am standing, whether it is comes under green zone, yellow zone, or red zone. If it is red zone means you are not able to fly. If you are yellow zone, you have to take the permission and then you can fly. If it is green zone, then only you can fly. Because even after knowing that it is red, if you are flying means there are again class penal code act is there, so immediately you can send to behind the bars, jail. That much of strict rules is there with respect to the drones. Okay, so geofencing with respect to the green zones exactly in India, all the agricultural farming areas are declared as green zones. Take it a grant. All the agriculture farming areas, they are declared as a green zones. If those farms, for example, wherever peri-urban and urban areas, if it is attached means, this comes under yellow zone. Means in the green zones, you can take up to 400 feet and 120 meter above the land area or above the water areas. Okay, maybe vertically. Okay, vertically and also the horizontally. So as I told you, 60 meter and up to 8 kilometers, the perimeter of that particular regions is considered for the flying of the drones. That means many of the agriculture comes under this green zone. Yellow zones means, so in simple way I can tell, this is peri-urban and urban areas. For example, there are some buildings are there. So it is multi-stored buildings are there. So you have to take the permission for flying. If something goes wrong, as per the rules, if accident goes means, again you will be put under very difficult conditions. Then similarly, red zone. Red zone is controlled and managed by the completely Ministry of Civil Aviation. It is nearby airport. Nearby airport, drone is not allowed to fly. Okay, so these are all the geofencing located areas. Some again hybrid unmanned aircrafts where we have battery operated and also the fuel operated hybrid, another one fixed wing and also the multi-rotor wings. Those in principle, those called as hybrid unmanned aircrafts. Then the remote pilot. Remote pilot means just like your TV remote, you will gimmick the command what to do. I want to watch CNN, IBN, or I want to go with VON, whatever you want, which channel you want to see. Just you can just with that remote you can giving the command the same way. That is called as remote pilot. Then the remote pilot license means, as for the section rule 34, what it says means, when you are holding the license means you are authorized pilot can fly anywhere in India and anywhere in the world which has been registered, almost 19 countries. Now I can able to fly in 19 countries. For example, particularly in South Asian countries, peninsular Asian countries, and part of up to China's. So we are eligible because that much of strong rule is by the Ministry of Civil Aviations. Okay. That is the weightage of the remote pilot licensing. Particularly, I urge you people, so if you want to develop some research models or research into the agriculture drone, better to take the remote pilot license. Okay, that will help for you. License. So we are giving, that's again you can come and join. 41,000 rupees we have made, 28,000 we are giving to the RPTO, we made it, and 10,000 for your accommodation and everything. Total it's a 10 days duration course. So already I said no, from 18th we are starting that RPC course. No. So it will be continued sequence. For completion of one RPTO course, actually for 30 members meant it is 1.5 month. 1.5 month course, sir. No, I will tell what is that rules and all those things. How this rules is modified, I will tell. No, I will tell how it has been modified. Then rotorcraft means, for example, single rotor, quadrocopter rotor, hexacopter, like that. So based on the rotating of the crafts of the flyings, that is called as rotorcraft. Then type certified. So whether it is DGCA certified, who has certified this? We call it as, that I will in detail I will explain. So it is then UIN number. Okay, UIN number means it is a unique identification number. I will tell you. So for my drone, UIN number is, it is UIN AIR triple E some 4-5X is there. Okay, for each drone it is a registered, and there will be a unique identification number will be there for the drones. Okay, now comes, that is what the definition given by the rule. So there are so many there, but I have chosen only with related to the agricultures. Okay, in the rules it has been explained full detail, but I have picked only which is related to the agriculture. Then classification of unmanned aircraft. What rule tells means, we have classified categories of unmanned aerial vehicle. One is aeroplane, rotorcraft, then hybrid unmanned aircraft system. There are 3 types only if EMO means equipment manufacturer is there, whoever is there. If you want to go for aircraft developing means, he has to develop only among these 3. Aeroplane mode, because when he is registering he has to tell it is a aeroplane mode aircraft system, it is a rotorcraft mode aircraft system, it is a hybrid unmanned aircraft system. What I have taken, this is rotorcraft. Multi means this is hexacopter. Hexacopter means 6 wings is there, that's why it is a hexacopter which comes under the rotorcraft system. Aeroplane is, majority aeroplanes are fixed wings. Okay, hybrid means it is having both the principles of fixed wing and as well as rotor wings. Fine, okay. Then aeroplane, rotorcraft and hybrids, again the remotely piloted certificated system, model remoted, autonomous, everything is there. Whether you want manually operated, whether you want automatic. For example, automatic means you are based on the geofencing, you will be giving some diagonals, you will be putting x1 point, x2, x3, x5, x9 will be there. You will be coordinating all those points, and just simply you will giving the signal that auto. What it will do? It will go and spray and come back, or it will go and capture the image and come back. It will go and take the picture and come back. It will go and take the video and come back. Automatically it will be take off. So all this it will, auto means from starting. Okay, vertical takeoff. If the based on the condition, it will steady, it will rotate once. Either it may be rotorcraft or the aeroplane or whatever it may be. It will rotate once. It will see which is the nearest location, go spray and it will come. then land it. Vertical takeoff and vertical landing will be there. No. Automatic. Everything I will tell, don't worry. Then classification of unmanned aircraft system. Okay, it is very, very important. When the first lecture Dr. Shashidhar was telling, so you don't need to take the licensing. Yes, it is true. When you are operating nano, because in many of the marriage functions, okay, people used to fly. They doesn't require license because it comes under the nano category, because the total weight of the drone is only 250 gram. Okay, so if you are developing or if you are taking the drones flying, what purpose you are doing, that is the most important. That's why these unmanned aircrafts are divided into first nano unmanned aircraft system, weight less than 250, then micro unmanned aircraft system from 250 gram to 2 kg, small unmanned aircraft system which weighs from 2 kg to 25 kg, then medium it is from 25 to 150 kg, then large more than 150 kg, that is aeroplane. Okay, these are all the different types of aircraft system, but in agriculture small unmanned aircraft is presently approved and authorized. Now again in the phase 2, they are into the medium unmanned aircrafts. They are bringing from tank capacity from 10 liter to 16 liters, 20 liters, 30 liters. Okay, and the battery from 16,000 mAh to 22,000 mAh, 22,000 mAh to now LED batteries. That's LED, lithium lipo batteries. Means it can take the charge up to 1 hour, 2 hours like that. Now it is so how the drone rule amendments changes, for all those things there is a clean explanation is there. Why not? Definitely will give, that's not an issue. That's in a compendium, we will give everything. Okay, then how to certify this unmanned aircraft? Okay, when you are getting the new vehicle, maybe my Brezza or whatever it may be, I have to go to RTO and I will register my vehicle. The same procedure. This is not a task of a person who is flying or who is going to be going for the leasing purpose. Everything will be taken care by the equipment manufacturers. They will do that one and they will hand it over the vehicle directly to you. Because the rules was too tough, that's why they have taken the charge of transferring this vehicle from manufacturer to the end users. Okay. There are manufacturers, again it has to be get authorized. There are totally 87 manufacturers are there, okay, in India itself now. So first authorized is IoTech Aviation. First authorized are only 8, because now whatever the drone manufacturers in India are there, they are bringing all small spare parts from the China and they are assembling and they are giving at very low cost, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs. Yes. That's what they're increasing now, but many of them have got authorization, many of them not got authorization. DGCA. The whole Supreme is DGCA. Ministry of Civil Aviation is a wing. In that wing, DGCA is a boss. Yes. Yes. Ministry of Agriculture, again for boss is ICR. Similarly for drone is DGCA is boss. Director General of Civil Aviation. Okay. Again in the Director General of Civil Aviation, there is no oral statement or there is no, everything whatever they write or they speak, they published in that Digital Sky platform, which is owned by the DGCA, managed by the DGCA. Any new things related to the drones, amendments, acts, changes is there, they will notify. We have to act based on that, their digital squad platform only. Got it? Type certified, so DGCA Director General, that's what only. The entity may issue the type certificate for particular type of unmanned aircraft based on the recommendation, that is Quality Council of India and authorized testing. So once they have their own way of testing and evaluation, because It won't comes under the agriculture. For our part is agriculture is, once it has been fabricated, designed and developed, we are only the end users for how best it can be used for the agriculture purpose. We are not into the business of fabrication, manufacture and designing. Okay, those all will be taken care by the manufacturers. Okay. That's what the type certificate sir was telling. You can select your type, which type you want. Because for example, hexacopter, same model. Let me, in a simple way I will tell you. Sports SUV vehicle. You have Mahindra, you have Hyundai, you have Maruti, everything else. You will see which, for what purposes I required. So you will be tell whether you want for mileage purpose, whether you want for comfort purpose, okay, whether you want for the travel purpose. So you will be seeing. So based on that, we can plan, because here type certification, when it is done, you can see. So I'm having a little bit scary. I want to take some cruise vehicle. I want all the sensor based vehicle. Okay, that is what selection. Yes, yeah. That tomorrow Dr. Shukumar will be telling, who is a drone manufacturer. He is into the drone manufacturers. We will in depth. He will take into that drone manufacturer. He is a design and drone manufacturing. Okay. Okay. Then application and procedure for issuance of type certificate. So there is a one form D1 is there. So that's what I tell. What is that form D1? It has been declared in the Gazette. What is required, what is not required. Okay. That has to be fulfilled and it has to be given. Then exemption for obtaining type certificate in certain cases. There is some exemptions is there. One is, no type certificate is needed for manufacturing or importing an unmanned aircraft system. That's what I said. Importing. That's why many of the manufacturers, they're importing the materials from China. Got it? That's why now you are, see, whatever in YouTube, now you are seeing many of the drones, whatever the crashes is there, the type certified as per the requirement, as per the DGC, it is not there. Okay. For example, drone, this is okay. IoTech drone navigation. Okay. Model is AgriBot. Okay. Software inbuilt and operational system is H16. Okay. Software, propeller, operating system, everything is manufactured, developed by them, including propellers, including wing, motors, everything. That's why the drone cost is 10 lakhs. Okay, everything is one man. They will be knowing. That's why there is some exemption. Okay, that's why many private players are now entering into the drone manufacturing. Just like your mobiles. You can get within 2 lakhs of small category. Yes. Type certificate. So that's what research and development, that is a one clause is there. I will tell there. Okay, that comes there. Okay, for research purpose, what sir was telling, no. So the reverse thrust should be there. You can develop it as a equipment manufacturer, but you will not bringing into the market until and unless it is type certified. Which type it is certifying? Got it idea? You can develop the mobiles. Okay, so there is no issues. But as for no, not selling. So it has to be first registered. Okay, it has to be registered. Which model you are registering? What purpose you are registering? Then that will be certified type. Got it? Fine. Yes. If it is DGC authorized, it can be insured. Until and unless DGC is not certified, you cannot get insured. Pardon? No, for development with the missionaries. No, only for certification. You can't go, patenting is different. Only for certification and authorization, you have to get the from the DGCA. Okay, then no type certificate shall be required operating following names: a model remotely piloted aircraft system and nano unmanned aircraft system. So those, based on that, you can change it, modify it as and when it is required. Okay, in India, okay, so there are 67 types certified. Now got it? First type certified is IoTech Aviation. Their model is Agribot. This is what? Okay, this model is IoTech Aviation, first model, that is 67 type certified unmanned aircraft. So there are so many, CIBA, Astra is there, Daksha is there, so many players. But right now in India, I don't know, maybe more than 500 plus manufacturers are there, but the type certified, registered and authorized by DGC is only 67. Got it? You got the idea now? Fine.
Out of them, sir, only for agriculture use, you see all the weight 24.90. It is all
Usable.
For 5.43, it is not usable for agriculture spray. Also
47. 47 now they have included. So up to 150. No. Total payload. So the weight, all weight means it includes, because this drone weight is 14 kg, then your payload is around 10 liters. Okay, then total weight will be around 25 kgs. Okay, that comes under small category, which I told. Now the research is, manufacturer is now, because 10 liter is not sufficient, because what the DGC was telling. So again it goes with agriculture principle. Now they started modify 16 liters we want, 20 liters we want, endurance of to 30 minutes. Endurance means battery operation. Endurance minutes, 30 minutes, all those things. It is a continuous process. Okay, it is a revolutionary, it will be a continuous process. Okay, so these are all the 69 type certified unmanned aircraft. Then part 4, what it tells means registration of unmanned aircraft system. Okay, registration process. Okay, generally to register it, a unique identification number. Once this vehicle is registered, type certified is done, then after type certified, Agribot, hexacopter, it is type certified. Then they have to give one number. Okay, that is what the registration of your drone. Okay, for Naveen they have given some UNI XYZ XYZ. Okay, for some Ullas it is YZ, like that. Okay, it is, the name will be different. Again that number, and the same way, for example, our own vehicle, if you give 10,000 rupees, you want fancy number, here it won't works. If you are giving 1 lakh, they won't give fancy number. Can be in the person, it can be in the institution, it can be in the group, it can be in the anywhere. That's what individual means, personal. Got it? Okay. There will not be any fancy number. That's one thing. The unique identification number must be assigned to all unmanned aircraft system. Again, everything is controlled by the DGC only. Okay. So once it will be registered, the equipment manufacturers, one will be giving a UAN number. He has to upload all those documents in the DGCI only. Then again in DGCI, you can track with the help of the Digital Sky platform. If you are putting UAN number, you will be knowing with to whom that vehicle has been registered. You cannot escape. Got it? That the strict stringent rules with respect to the particularly manufacturer registration and what is there. Okay. Then again application procedure, again what I said, digital platform, form do, form D2, it is there. Operation now. Type certified over, vehicle is registered, now operation. What is the procedure? Operation. Okay. If you are registering, for example, when it is registered for agriculture purposes, those vehicle is allowed only in green zone areas in the operations. Got it? So that is what in the operations you have to consider. Then some of the mandatory for the free flight checks verification. So you have to drone operation, check the Digital Sky platform for whether the zone is declared red zone, yellow zone or the green zone. Okay. Then if it is restricted area, yellow areas means you have to take the permission. That's all. In yellow area you can fly, that's not an issue, but you have to take the permission. Who is the authority then? DC is the authority. Without license means if something goes wrong. Many are flying right now in India without license. I will tell you, see, more than 1 lakh pilots are there in India. Now I will show the how many pilot license have got, officially I will tell you. If everything goes right, no problem. If something goes wrong, accident is happened. One is manufacturer will be caught, another one is registered person will be got. Both will be, okay? Fine. Then remote pilot license, okay? What is this remote pilot license? Just like your vehicle license, it is a remote pilot license, okay? You will be trained in an DGCA authorized RPTO center, okay? Not anywhere in India. DGCA authorized RPTO centers. I will tell you how many RPTOs are in India. Again, it has to be authorized by there only, because again, they will be giving you one license number. For Naveen, this is the license number, valid for 10 years. Valid for 10 years. After that, you can renewal. Just like in our vehicle, 20 years will be getting, again we have to renewal it. Renewal process is very easy. That's not an issue, okay? So that is the, in general, no individual other than holder a valid remote pilot license established in digital sky platform shall operate an unmanned aircraft. Classification, individual, eligibility, that is the one thing, 18 years and above, 60 years and below. Now, if you are having fancy above 60, I want to take a pilot license, means no. 18, 60 in between. Okay? Oh, 60 only. No, 60. Now, the procedure for obtaining. So there are so many, just like there are so many RPTOs are there. You have to apply. So they will call you. So small category which you want, medium category, and you want a aeroplane. So category wise, you can register. You have to pay the registration fees. Right now in the market, in the range of 35,000 plus is the remote pilot license certification fees. They will be there. They will be trained for 5 days. Okay. First 2 days is complete with respect to the aerodynamics principles. They will teach you. Then third day, completely physics, that is simulations. Then fourth and 5th day, complete flying test. Okay. Why means that area for to start an RPTO, minimum 3 acres of land is required. That land exclusively meant for the RPTO training only. Okay. Then that each and every activities when you are taking for the license, just like driving and all those things, it has to be recorded. It has to be uploaded in the DGCA. Then only DGCA will issue the certificate. Yes, he is a right pilot. He can eligible to get the license. For example, initially they will tell you to put some square, then rectangle, then you are good pilot, then they will do put 8. If it is there, then they will start put you the star. Okay, they will give multiple tests based on the requirement and your utilizations. Okay, that is how this remote pilot license works. Okay, 10 years validity. You can operate. If it is small category, you have to operate only small category. You can operate, that is a different issue. If something goes wrong, then only. Okay. For example, even though if you don't have the 2-wheeler license, people will think that like, I got the license from RPTO, I can drive 4-wheeler. That's a different. Okay. So this is what the remote pilot license certificate. So which I got during the 1.5 year back. Okay. This is RPTO where they will issue the certificate, Naveen, male, category 1, exclusively for rotorcraft and small category. Okay. Then this is the digital sky platform. They will issue the certificate. This is 2 certificate you will get, and this is the by the RPTO organization. Okay, this certificate is by the RPTO organizations. It is not valid. When you are going for the commercial flying, only this is valid, because you can see small category VLOS, that is means visual line of sight. That means up to 400 feet, okay, vertically, then horizontally, then vertically up to 60 meter height, you are only eligible. Behind that, no. That is again different type of certificate. Okay. Category type, rotorcraft. I can fly hexacopter, quadrocopter, okay, octocopter. Then valid for 10 years. Whether your license is active. Okay, if after 10 years, it will done. So validity up to 5th July 2033. Okay, this is how your remote pilot license certificate is there. This is your license number. Okay, that is your license number. Got it? Okay, fine. Then, so as I have told, there are more than 1 lakh pilots are there, but as for DGCA record, there are only 10,649 till date. This was yesterday's. Okay, if you click, you can see my name, Dr. Naveen, male, RPTSIP license number, who has issued this one and issued on which date. Got it? Fine. Yes. Anything, you can purchase the drone, then you can have license. You can have the license, then you can purchase the drone. That's not an issue. Age criteria is important. Okay, 18 to 60.
Some farmers and some FPOs are there, so they are getting the subsidy from the government.
Yes.
They are getting that issue
Which issues?
because they want first they want the pilot of their FPO. After that they get the subsidy for their drone.
But that is not declared by the DGCA.
Not declared by DGCA.
Huh.
When they are getting the subsidy.
No, they have made like that. Because I will tell you, I got these issues, even in many of the FPOs they have called me. So they want to start up this as one of the venture in agriculture. Then now they said that, sir, we want to purchase this one. If you're having money, purchase it. Okay? Registered under the FPO. Okay? Then you send for the license, then you can register it. That's not at all. There is no standard. That's what I'm speaking as for the rules. In rule, there is nowhere it has been told that when you are purchasing the drone means you have to be license holder. There is no rule. Even though if you are not an operator, you can purchase, you can register in your name that vehicle. That is also not declared. That's what subsidy who is giving. Whether central government is giving? No. Where? No. Right now there is no schemes are there for subsidies. No, in Maharashtra it is there. I know that. Only these problems arises in Maharashtra. I will tell you why. Because of the sugarcane area is high. That's why there was the immediate action. That's what I told. No, state rules is not applicable for the central. Maharashtra has issued the special rule with respect to this one for getting the subsidization. That fund has been not exclusively thrown for the subsidized. From other fund, they are diverted and they are giving. Yes. Because many of the farmers, because I'm staying in coastal, many of the farmers, they work in Pune and as well as this Bombay. Okay, they want to start this agriventure business. Then they said, we are getting the, subsidy there. Why not in Karnataka? Then I told, you give me the, no, sir, they are telling like that, first you submit in some other way they will give. All those documents, it is clear that Government of India right now, it is not giving subsidy, but they are giving at 0% interest. That is Government of India is there. In all PBC, that is public sector banks, they have told that if you want to purchase, if you want to start as an agri-venture, you propose it under startup, they will give at 0%. Okay? I will tell, sir. I will tell. All those things I will tell. In the rule, it is in rule 21 it is there. In rule 23, as when it is amendment, it has been not changed. Okay? Then remote pilot training organization, what I told, what actually they'll do, they train this. The eligibility is anybody can take that one. Okay, they will give 5 days of training or based on your requirement and all those things. Again, validity is 38 and as for the rule number 46, it has been done. So this is the one remote RPTO. So this recently we made an MOU so with our university. Okay. Clear Sky Learning and Research Private Limited. We are not only into the interest of getting the RPTO certificate, we want to start our research with related to the drones activities. So with them now we are proposing one mega project with the fixed wing, especially for the ARECA. Okay. So in the next 18th onwards, so all our RPC training certificate is done. 5 days will be there and 5 days will be in the ground. And exactly on Saturday we'll be visiting that RPTO. Okay, we'll be visiting that RPTO. Then whatever the questions is related to the RPTO and everything, you can ask. Okay, is Captain Gaurav Nath, the man behind that one. So I'm happy to introduce. So he was the pilot for the president. Venkata Subramanya was there, no? President. So he was the pilot for aeroplane. He was there. Okay, he's a very good man. Gaurav Nath, who is a CEO and a director of this Clear Sky. So within 2 months, we'll be completing 2 batch of remote pilot certificate course. Okay. So in India, so there are total DGCA authorized RPTOs. How many RPTOs are there? Okay. So there are so many. So it is as for the alphabetically it is there. So there are totally 109 DGCA authorized centers are there. RPTO centers are there in India. Okay. Anywhere you can take the RPC license course. Okay. So I will tell you one flexibility is DGCA has not clearly mentioned that for RPTO course this much of fees should be collected. It has been not mentioned. Some RPTO they are charging 65,000. Some RPTO they are charging 25,000. Some RPTO they are charging 35,000. Got it? Again it goes. I don't know why DGCA has not mentioned or cleared. In all the rules, even in amended rules also, with respect to the financial issues, nowhere it has been disclosed. Okay, fine. So this is 109 DGCA. 5 RPTOs are there. One is Jakur Aerodrome is there. Another one is Clear Sky. Another one is Garuda. Another one is we have Garuda it is there in sub center in Bangalore also. Another one is Multiplex. One more is there. Allah. M-Drone. That is Multiplex only. M-Drone. Another one we have RPTO. No, Jain. Here it is in Davangere it is there. Recently they have started. I forgotten that name. There are 5, 6 there. But all are not doing with respect to the agricultures. There are only two. One is M-Drone is, another one is Clear Sky. Why we went with this Clear Sky, I will tell you. They have tie-up with the corporates. One is Syngenta, another one is with the Monsanto. They have trained the pilots to the Monsantos, those who are into the field. Particularly when our Vice Chancellor was telling, no, so why particularly this breeding people owns. There they have trained the breeding people also for selection of lines and also whatever it may be, I don't know. So they have trained Monsanto and as well as Syngenta fellows there, the field worker levels to identification, the crop health and all those things based on the varieties lines and so that's why we thought it will be better. Those are already into the agriculture background RPTO, so that will be easy. Okay, then research developmental testing, again it goes with the permission of the central government and DGCA, what purpose you are going for the research activities and what exactly you want to develop it, whether you want to develop the protocol or whether you want to develop SOP, what exactly. So once it is developed, it has to be endorsed. There is a separate committee is there for pesticide, I will tell you. When Sachin is presenting for pesticide regulation, when you are developing a SOPO, there will be committee is there. You have to send that procedure, that committee will approve, and then we can endorse it. Then when it comes to the insurance, again it is a Motor Vehicle Act under only it has been insured, because since it is vehicle. Okay, so it is registered. So you can see this is the drone which has been registered. We have in our university right now we are registered licensed drone is only one. We have one more drone recently we are issued from M-Drone. So it is yet to be under procedure of registration and all those things. You can see this is University of Agriculture and Horticulture Sciences. It is not in my name, even though it is under my project, but it is registered under the institution name because it's funded by government. So okay, you can see the address, policy period. So already the license has been expired. We need to apply for the license, renewal license. So this is the, you can see, sum issued, what is the legal liability, third party, hull cover, payload coverage, equipment, premium, what is total GST and everything. Comes to around roughly 37,600 rupees total premium for insuring this vehicle. Okay. So these are some miscellaneous, what are all the forms. For example, application for type certificate. Okay. You go on seeing in all the type certificate, this 5. Okay. What is this? Indian passport. In the role 1, it is mandatory, you see. Okay. This is for type certificate. Then again in role 3, for remote pilot license, again, Indian passport. When we took the license, passport is must. Passport is the must. Okay. So when we are going for the RPCO, what are all the minimum documents to be carried? Because no one will tell. So I thought let us add if someone is interested. One is your passport, both side earlier. Now during that time, 10 certificate, Aadhaar card, 3 passport size, medical fitness is very, very important. Why? Can anyone tell? If you are swimming, for example, if something goes wrong, that is also very, very important. So if you are having the type certified drone with a manual operation means, okay, if you are having auto mode and manual mode, then it will be good. For example, during the operational time, some obstacle is coming. You will be knowing that definitely the vehicle is going to hit and it will get accident. During that time, if it is only manual operated, you can't do anything. If it is automated means, simply you can put C, D or B. So I will show you in the RC. What it will do means, it will stop. Okay, first it will take the brake in the air. Okay, then automatically from where it has been launched, it will come and land. Got it? So that's why. So medical fitness certificate is required. It will happens when during my first flies, okay, into the drone spray in the paddy field. So first season, Kharif season, almost I can say 70% my hands were shivering during my first flies. Now I can very easily fly because of continuous practice, and now it will be very good. So that's what. Yes, that was the rule 2021. Okay, from rule 2021 to rule 2022, what is modified? In the rule 21, it was remote pilot license. From license to, they have changed it to certificate. That's all. That is the only rule they have modified it. Okay. Instead of license, they have made it as a certificate, remote pilot. Now that's why it is called as RPC, remote pilot certificate. Okay. That is the only in the amendment they have changed from 21 to 22. Okay, then that's in the 23 amendment which has been changed. There, apart from Indian passport, okay, you can use any proof which is issued by the government of India, not by the government of Karnataka or state. Any government proof which has been issued by the government of India, like Aadhaar card or your driving license, even though because it is Motor Vehicle Act, that's why they are asking Driving License Act, your voter IDs. Okay. So these are all, these are ration card, as of now, they are not accepted as per the rule. Only these three are modified. Aadhaar is compulsory. Apart from Indian passport, now it is easy. That's why now RPTUs are very demand. Because for example, minimum criteria to get the license is 10th is must. Okay, 10th is a must. So for getting the RPC license course. So that's why, see, when you come to the agriculture part, so those who are into the matriculation, I don't know, all will get the passports. So that's why government has changed based on the demand and requirement. And also now the last year November 2023, there was a central government scheme was announced. That is Namo Didi drone concept. So each village, each panchayat will get one drone pilot. In future, in 10 years, that is the main agenda. That panchayat will be provided with the drone. So they will take care all the activities related to the panchayat drone activities, whatever it may be. Okay? Yes, sir. Previous slide, huh? This one? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it was 2023. 2023. No, it is there, no, sir. Down. New Delhi, Tuesday, October 3, 2023. Done? Thank you. Any queries? Yeah.
Without passport, you said that you are eligible to operate in the 19 countries.
Yeah.
But without passport,
No, that is not possible. That is not possible. Yes. That is not possible. For Indian conditions, now in the Amendment 3, if you are getting through government ID, you can fly. For regarding that, even we have not yet received any class. because I was regularly seeing this DGCA platform and Digital Sky platform. They are not declared. But earlier in that's what. But it has been not declared with respect to that. Passport. But in Thailand, you do not required. No, for Thailand also, for visa is not required. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Passport is must. Passport is must. Any queries? That's what, 60. 18. Sorry, it is comes under Motor License Act only. But in after 60, with respect to Motor License Act, you can renew, but not year. DGCA. Again, the DGCA will tell particular district collector. DC has to give permission. Yeah, local DC. That's what. Agriculture farming, it was one. So now it has been divided, agri, farty. So agriculture farming means it is a universal term with related to everything, allied and everything. Okay. So no more questions. We'll end up with rules. Okay. I hope I am not bored after the lunch. Interesting. Good. Thank you. So now I'll invite Dr. Sachin. We'll have break. No, sorry. We'll have break. Let me see whether the TS came or not. Not Bharat, one ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. No problem. If it is not came, you can take a break for 10 minutes. Then we'll reassemble. Okay? Not yet, huh? Okay, I will inform. offline, sir, that's not an issue. Okay. So now this is the last session of the today's class. So I will invite Dr. Sachin. So let me introduce our speaker. Dr. Sachin basically is a horticulture graduate, UG from UHS Bagalkot. Then he did his post-graduation from UHS Shimoga. Again, he shifted from horticulture to horticulture entomology. Then again, he did PhD in again UHS Bagalkot, specialized in entomology only. He worked as a scientist in plant protection ICR Krishi Vignana Kendra for more than 5 years. He did wonderful work, so he is very close to the farmers. So I think many of the issues with related to the plantations. So he is the right person who was there, native of that location also. So he is a farmer scientist, I can say. So he has done a lot of work. Now, presently after, because he got recently permanent appointment, so then he shifted from as a scientist to his field of interest in drone. So since from last 1.5 years, he was with me in my team. So he's a senior research fellow. So he's a very good knowledge with respect to the drones, particularly these precaution details. So he'll be delivering the details, precaution and prerequisites for the drone-based pesticide application in agriculture as per the DGCA guidelines. Okay, we're going to deliver the talk. So now I'll request Dr. Sachin to take over the microphone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for brief introduction and good evening to all. Today we will discuss some of the guidelines which is given by Director General of Civil Aviation for what we call for taking up sprays in through drone because we can't take up spraying through drone like that only. Which are all the guidelines they have mentioned? I want to discuss about that. Okay. Earlier days, all of you are knowing that earlier days farmers are using traditional methods for what we call spraying of insecticide, fungicide, or pesticide, and herbicide, even for nutrient also. Nowadays, what is happening means farmers are withdrawing their interest in agriculture mainly because of labor scarcity. That is one of the major drawback in agriculture nowadays. It is happening because of this reason. Adaptation of new technology or drone, it is one of the solution for revolutionizing in future agriculture. Here we can get the precision in efficiency, and the environmental effect also can be reduced. That's why for using this drone technology in future, the standardized protocol should be necessary. For developing that standardized protocol, some of the guidelines DGCA has given, we will discuss one by one. That is pre-application guidelines, during the application guidelines, and post-application guidelines, which are all the things we have to take care during pre-application, during application, and post-application. Now we will discuss about the pre-application checklist. First, we have to verify our drone complaints. Already Navin sir has discussed with you. First thing, we have to take necessary permissions like UAN number and UAOP numbers. UAP, unmanned aircraft operator permit. We have to get that one. That is also given by DGC. UAN number means unique identification number, like a license number. Then we have to check the drone condition.
Excuse me. When is EOP and RPC are one and the same or different?
It is the same.
Same.
Then we have to check the drone condition, that is whether there is any damage in the drone or any leakages are there in the drone to before our taking up our flights. Then we have to calibrate the drone. Already it has also discussed. We have to calibrate before taking the drone. We have to calibrate with the GPS and also with the remote control. Then plan the operation. Mark and during the when we are planning the operation, we must have to take some notification or some permission from local authorities, that is like from panchayat, what we call EO, executive officer for panchayat officer also. We have to give written letter to them about the this activity.
Even if you're using for our own field, we have to notify.
No.
It is for research purpose, it is not. When you are entering into the public domain, okay, when CABA regulation is there, okay, then no problem. When the CABA regulation is not there, for example, insecticide and pesticide, the CABA regulation is there, so you can go on flight. For herbicide, you don't have CABA regulation through application of drones, because as per the CABA regulation, through drones, what are all the molecules should be used? They have enlisted only around 400, 500. So apart from that, if you are using means, you have to take the permission of the executive.
Otherwise not.
Otherwise not required. You
Yes,
can go. You
our-
can go for demonstrations.
For our OFK fully we are
Yes,
using.
yes, same.
What is the buffer zone?
Buffer zone. It is also we have to take care about the buffer zone. Means if you are planning for taking up some pesticide spray for some particular crop, for some particular pest or disease, then we should take care that it is not different to other crops or other subsiding crop which is beside to our land or farmers' land.
So what is the distance of general? I think it's 3 meters like that.
Yeah, we usually in treatment.
I will tell you, sir, because we have one exclusive talk that is designing of experiment.
Okay, in that.
For experiment purpose, that is minimum 3 meters is necessary. Okay, it is already we have discussed that the flight regulation and restriction, no fly zones. You know, the drones will not should not be flied near airports, electronic stations, or government facilities which are there, and also near the military bases for safety purpose. And private property, we have to take if you want to take a flight on any other private property, we have to take prior permission from them. Otherwise, we are not permitted to take a spray on private property. And operational limits, we have to fly our drone in our visual limit. It should be seen by our naked eyes. And it's also one of the limited what we call guideline, that is moving, don't fly through moving vehicles, and don't use hazardous material for spraying through drone than approved chemicals. Then it is operator requirements, that is the operator should be certified, and he should know, he should trained about the safe use of the pesticide. Sorbety, we should not have to take any alcohol consumption before taking up of spray through drone. Because many of you know that we can't, our mood will not be same after taking consumption of the alcohol. That's why before 8 hours we should not have to take the alcohol. Vigilance. Sir? Yeah, like that only. Sir? You can't have it after your drone flyers.
What is the training of safe pesticide use?
Sir?
Safe pesticide use.
Safe?
Pesticide use. It is a separate training for safe pesticide use.
It will come, sir. This is before application of pesticide. What we have to take necessary action. Just I am highlighting. Later I will come to that one.
Is there any training program for safe pesticide use?
No.
Under this,
RDGC? Because
DPCA is a practice because they don't have any SOPs. That's why.
Only certified by CAB and RC, those chemicals, pesticides will be used.
since it has both drone operation and safe pesticide use, I have that doubt. Drone operation, we are getting certificate from DGC. For safe pesticide use, is there any other certificate like it from any other bodies?
No.
No.
That's what I want to ask.
Sir, safe certification is, for example, when you are endorsing for when it is for the specific crop, so they have given some precaution measures usage. That is for the general crop.
Yes.
So CAB regulation, out of which they have again shortlisted the molecules which are to be used. Those are for particular crops, not for all the crops.
Crop labels.
So that has to be considered.
And another thing is we have to maintain visual contact. We can fly drone up to 3 to 4 kilometer distance, but if it is not in our visual sight, if something happens, it is costable. That's why we have to fly the drone in a visual sight. As earlier discussed, we have to fly the drones, or we have to avoid the spraying of pesticide minimum, or within not we have to avoid spraying this pesticide minimum within 100 meters of water bodies to take care of the living organism in the aquatic body. And buffer zones, already I have told that we have to maintain some of the minimum buffer zones, and to avoid the drifting to the non-targeted crops. And wildlife safety, we have to take care of the safety of the animals also. And prior to the taking of drone spray, we have to intimate the local farmers or local bodies to take care of their animals. And technical preparations, that is interference check. We should not have to take mobiles during our operation, because it will hinder the signal, which is a GPS signal. It may cause also another accident maybe. That is, and we have to calibrate our system and pre-flight inspection. And after calibration, we have to conduct a pre-flight checks to check the correct whether the drone is flying properly or not. Safety protocols, what we have to follow. Personal protective equipments, some of the equipments we have to already it is mentioned that who is operating with the pesticide spray, they have to wear gloves, goggles, some of the protective equipments. But even though in traditional method farmers are not following, it must have to follow during through spraying through drones. And we have to keep some first aid kit along with us. If any emergency came, means we have to use that is first aid. And spill management. If any the wastage, if any leakage or spilling of those pesticides we are using, we have to take care of that spill. Documentation. We have to record each and everything what we are operating, doing the operations. As already sir has discussed that if we are using this much of water, if you are using particular pesticide, which pesticide we have used, at what concentration we have used that pesticide, at what time we took our the drone has took flight, everything we have to maintain the log and we have to record everything. It will be useful for future operation also. What are all the things we have to take care during application? It is already all of you know that we have to thoroughly read the labels which is there in pesticide container, how much we have to take, on which crop we have to take, and on which concentration we have to take spraying, that should be read, and we have to use PPE, personal protective equipments, and during flight there is no consumption of, we should not take any we should not drink anything or should not eat or you should not achieve anything during the spraying to avoid consumption of pesticides. And route planning design, before taking our spray we should plan our routes, on which area, how much area we have to take our spray, that should be planned. And this is also important, positioning testing. The operator team should have to stay on downwind end of the field. Means we should stand on the direction where the wind is flowing. We should not have to, we avoid standing in towards the wind flow.
Against the wind.
Sorry, against the wind flow, backlight direction, and we have to ensure that our backside is towards the sun. This is because if we see during the flight, if we saw sunlight, means it will affect our vision. That's why we have to take care of it. And water test, we have to conduct minimum 5 minutes of spray with the water before taking up of formulations, and we have to prepare the solution formulations, that is two-way dilutions. Pressure, we have to adjust the pressure for optimal droplet spectrum, that is more than 100 micrometer, to reduce the drift. If already it is also morning in session discussed that lesser the droplet size, more will be the drift, so that we have to take care of that. And flying height also, it is more important. If you fly the drone at higher altitude, the drift will be high, and it is chance there will be a chance that it will be drifted to another non-targeted crops or non-targeted areas. And the water volume, and we should ensure that sufficient water volume for pesticide dilution. And weather condition, this is one of the major factor we have to consider. The wind speed, we should not have to take drone flight at higher wind speed. The wind speed should be 2 to 10 miles per hour to avoid drifting. And the temperature also within 10 to 30 degrees Celsius. Because of smaller droplet size, if the temperature is high, means it will evaporate, the most of the solution will be evaporated. Humidity, and the humidity should be 40 to 60%.
We can adjust the droplet size also.
Yes, madam.
In case of high humidity, what?
Sir?
High humidity, because hill zone, Kerala is known for high humidity. They have more than 80%.
We have to reduce the altitude spray then. That's all. That's the only option. We can reduce the altitude.
And environmental protection, it is taken care, it has to take, we have to take care. We have to take a spray during the low bee foraging activities, and we have to take care of the aquatic life, that is the living organisms inside the water bodies, and we have to consider whether high bird activity is there. In that area, we have to take up spray during the less flight.
So this point may contradict it, like bee safety, for bee safety. Avoid spraying during active bee foraging period.
Yes.
So active for bee foraging period is from early in the morning.
Early in the morning to afternoon.
That's the one thing that is contradictory.
No, actually, because your pollination period will be when the flower initiation will be there. Okay. As per the DGCA guidelines, when in any crops flowering is there, we should not play the crops. That's all.
Even will not take any spray also.
That's what.
Yeah.
Particularly honeybee activities will be when your flower will be more. But in DGCA rules, when the crop is at flowering stages, you should not take the drone spray. We have only the stage during the crop spray is flowering stage. We should not take up the spray because of the with high thrust. There is a chance of losing the crop yields.
We have to use specialized what you can nozzles for spraying to avoid the drift, and we have to maintain proper buffer zone. It is already I have discussed. And wind direction, we have to take a spray perpendicular to the wind direction to minimize the drift. Droplet size also. Some of the post application, this is also one of the main activity we have to follow. Many of in traditional method, many of the people are not following. Immediate evacuation means we have to ensure that we after taking up the spray, the person who is spraying, he has to move from that area immediately, and he should not have to stay in that area. And we have to put some warning signs that this area has sprayed with this pesticide. It is necessary. And personal hygiene, after taking up spraying, the person who has operated the drone or operated the spraying activity, he has to take wash, that is a clean wash of body. After taking up spraying, we have to triple rinse the equipments. We have to ensure that the equipment, that is drone, it has cleaned properly. Waste minimization, we have to use how much quantity of spray solution required for the spray. We have to take care of that and avoid the wastage of the spray solution. And container disposal, and it is one of the main activity. After many of the farmers are not following disposal properly, and these containers, after the usage, we have to that is we have to take care based on the Insecticide Act, what they have mentioned like that. It's also triple rinsed, and it's also not reused and not buried or not burned. And periodical maintenance of the drone also necessary for better performance. Safe transport and storage. Leak prevention. We should take to measure that there is no leakage of the chemical pesticides during the storage. We have to pack it again, repack it properly. and we have to store at secured places, and we have to separate from food and animal food. And same spill management. Any spill occurs during the storage or during the transport, we have to
Can you just explain? I don't know what is.
something if the what do you call pesticide is leaked or from
It is leak prevention. Then what's the difference between leak prevention and
spill. Spill means that extra when we use the pesticide, the extra drops which is adhered to the container will be there. No, we have to take care of. Waste disposal also we have to already it is waste disposal mechanism has to be done as per the guidelines by insecticide act. It's also environmental and safety consideration. We have to take care that it is not harmful for non-targeted animals, and also worker safety. We have to take care of our what do you call health of the operator and the persons involved in during the spray. And community awareness before taking of spray, we have to create awareness about the spraying or about the technology to the local residents. Continuous improvement. For continuous improvement of knowledge of the operator, it should be continuously we have to participate in training programs to know about the what are all the new things coming, it is coming nowadays, and also about the technology updates and also usage of pesticide. Same thing, it is also some of the things are repeating. Lastly, I will show. Okay. Details of the expert committee members for drafting SOP for applying pesticide for crop protection by using drones. That is the chairman will be Plant Protection Advisor CAB and Asif Faridabad. And these are all the members involved. Director ICR Center Research Institute for Dryland Agriculture Hyderabad. Director ICR National Center for Integrated Pest Management New Delhi Pusa Campus. Professor Division of Pathology AR New Delhi. Scientist Agriculture Engineering AR New Delhi. Director of CPRI Shimla HP. Deputy Commissioner Director of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare is the conveyor. And technical expert from government organizations are Chairman Tobacco Board, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Commerce, and DD CABRC, Director of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage for Hyderabad. These are all the technical experts involved in the SOP standardization.
What is this IPQ division? Plant quarantine, that is?
The
Okay.
Director of Plant Protection
Okay, no.
and Quarantine.
This IPQ is plant quarantine.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin, for just briefing about what are the control measures before flying and after flying, what are the key considerations. So thank you in briefing. So any doubts? Yeah.
Wind speed is more, we have to spray perpendicular to wind direction.
No, it's not like that.
Spray perpendicular to the wind direction.
No. Along with the wind you have to spray. If you are against the wind you are spraying, drifting will be more.
So to avoid there is a sentence. There was a sentence on the slide.
It might be, so it might be, no. So we have to spray. No, it is, see, pesticide usage guidelines, what is there, the same guidelines has been there. So we cannot fly against the wind because drift will be more. Okay, always you have to fly your drone through the wind.
Even balancing also is difficult, sir.
Not like that, because balancing again it goes with your drone type again, type drone models. Okay, that's we call it as stability. That will be showing how the stability can be maintained.
Again, as per the DGCA, there are the speed limit, wind velocity
Ah,
limit.
wind-
So we have
see,
to avoid in that particular.
Especially if you are for the spraying. Okay, so that I am going to tell you in the coming classes. It's not an issue because still we are left with another 9 days. Just today we are given the concept of the drones. Okay, what is drone? So now we got the technical driving license because in next 9 days the experts will be telling about the rotorcraft, okay, DGCA, RPTO and all those things. So now we got the ideas. That's what in the first day is just to give brief about the technical information about what is drone, what exactly drone terminologies and what are the technical rules and regulation is there. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we'll entering into the drone application parts. Okay, where exactly we are applying. So what are all the SOPs required for the application protocols and all those things. From tomorrow onwards we are going to start that because when you are directly entering into the application part, it will be very difficult for you because many of the terminologies you will not be knowing. Okay, that is the one part. So okay, so from morning almost from 9:30, it was a hectic journey for all of us. Okay, so today's almost all the classes is completed. So we're winding up for the today's class. Tomorrow it is a really beautiful class. Mr. Shivkumar HG, the founder of Village Technology. So who is the drone manufacturer and also a drone configuration man. So who will be teaching you about the introduction to drones and its applications. Okay, and similarly Mr. Mithun, introduction to robotics and agriculture, who will be teaching about unmanned ground vehicles. So then again drones in agriculture, Shivkumar. Then practical about the unmanned ground vehicles that will be taught by the Mr. Shivkumar and Mr. Mithun. So tomorrow's entire session will be managed by these two resource persons. Tomorrow it is completely into the basics and application parts. Okay, so that will be there. So thank you once again. Have a nice day. Okay, enjoy. So those who are from outside, okay, so you can go to the city. So city will be opened up to 10 o'clock. That's not an issue. So you can move around. So whatever the enjoyment you require, you can come back. 10 o'clock. So if you are going outside, if you are taking outside the dinner means, please inform us because anyway we already told. So they will going to prepare the dinner. So instead of wasting, so before 1 hour also it is good. Okay. Fine. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. We'll meet you tomorrow. Morning show by 9:30. Fine.
For sure.